Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Charlotte Ashman. Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything educational and inspirational. Now, in today's video, we'll be helping students to prep for their grade 5 diagnostic test, and we will be focusing on social studies. So, I want you just to grab your social studies book. If you know someone who is in grade 5, just let them know that the Diva Educator is on. So just join us. We're going to go through an entire social studies paper. All right, so let's go, everyone. This is the 2020 paper. So I'm going to be using the 2020 paper from the Ministry of Education. That's what we're going to use to prepare you for your exam. And guys, remember, you have exams this week. So if you know someone who is taking the diagnostic test, grab them, tell them to just join us on YouTube at Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman, or they can join us on Facebook at Learning Hub JA or the Pep page. So, let them know. And of course, if you're watching this after the live, please share with your friends. Share if you know someone with a child in grade 5. Okay. All right, guys. So I already have my screen shared. I'm going to just go right over there and we're going to start. All right. So we did look at some of these in our last video, but I want to go through the entire paper. Let's see if we can do it, guys. All right, so the first question says, why did the Europeans settle in the Caribbean? Why did the Europeans settle in the Caribbean? I want to see what you guys are saying to that question. As usual, post your comments on Facebook and I'll read them. All right, let me just take a minute to say hi to Cam, hi to Trevon, Azaria, Team Courtney, you're always with me. Team Courtney, make sure you share the link and you tell your friends that we have a live teaching on. Quad Queen, hi, or yeah. Jacqueline Byfield Blair, good afternoon. Rosemary Parker. Kaveen, you're always on. You're like my #1 student. Nadine Jones, hello. Sukeen Scott. Guys, do me a favor as usual. Just put where you're located. As you guys know, I am in sunny Florida. So I'm in Florida, guys. Put where you're at so we can see. Samantha Osborne, welcome. Cam Dollyface Jones, welcome. It's Lena, you're always on it. Howard Miller, you're on a lot of the times. All right, Tanya Dennis Davis, Renice Ferguson. Howard says B, put me up, please. Oh, I'm not joking, Howard is so ready. All right, guys, so let's go. So the question says, why did the Europeans settle in the Caribbean? Now, the options that we have, the options are use the area to build ships, A, increase their wealth, B, to rule the new world, C, and to start slavery, D. So we want to know why they settled in the Caribbean. All right, so let me see what the dominant answers are. All right, so KK Panton says, hi, miss, you never put me up. I'm in St. Catherine, miss. The answer is B. That's Azaria. Tamara Montague Linstead in the house. Montpelier, Manchester. Samantha says Jamaica. Hi, Dr. Ashman. I'm in Kingston, Natoya. Samantha says B. Carisha says B. Team Courtney, Jamaica, JM. I miss. I'm from St. Elizabeth. That's Diane Dennis. Yeah. Cassandra Reed White. Good evening. Mandeville, welcome Mandeville. I'm in Portmore. Portmore is always in the building. Rosemary Parker, Dacia Walker B. They wanted to be wealthy. Samantha B. My answer is C. So you're saying they wanted to rule the new world. Samantha B. Jamaria B. Trudy and Gillespie Kingston. Clarendon, Natalie Harrison. Hi, put me up, please. Jonathan Lawrence. I don't know why may I put you up, but I put you up, Jonathan. Cam Dollyface Jones B. Natalie Harrison is saying Jamaica. Azaria James is saying answer is B. Natoya Kurdas is saying to increase their wealth. Trevon All-Star Roberts is saying D. Kimora from Clarendon, yeah. Cherry Davis, Jamaica, to increase their wealth. All right, guys, I get it. You're all over Jamaica. Awesome. So Samantha Osborne, B. Charlene Saunders, B. Natoya Curtis, B. The John Portman in the building, yeah, yeah. Claudia, you, Jo, Wundu, B. Hi, put me up for what, Tanya Dillon? But anyway, me put you up still, but I know why. Because you're not even telling me where you're from. You're not telling me the answer, but hey, put you up. Samantha Osborne, B. All right, guys. B, good evening, Miss Ochi. Ochi in the building. All right, guys. So, yes, they came to the New World because they wanted to increase their wealth. That's the correct answer. All right. Let's move on. We did some of this already, but we're just going over. Which best describes the middle passage? The middle passage. What's the answer for that, my peeps? The middle passage. Which best describe the middle passage? Let me read the options. I hope you can see. The middle passage is the journey of enslaved Africans from Africa to Europe, the journey of the Europeans from the Caribbean to Europe, the journey of enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean, the journey of the Europeans from Europe to Africa. Now, what we're trying to ascertain, guys, is the middle passage. What is the middle passage? Okay, let me see what you're saying, what the middle passage is. All right, guys, do me a favor. Just put number 2 and then you put the answer. So I know you're referring to question 2. Which best describes the middle passage? Is it the journey of enslaved Africans, listen now, from Africa to Europe? Or is it the journey of the Europeans from the Caribbean to Europe? Or is it the journey of enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean? Or is it the journey of the Europeans from Europe to Africa, the motherland? Okay, what are you guys saying? Guys, remember now, put up 2 and then put the answer. Good. You're doing the right thing. So it's saying C. It's the journey of enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean. Raquel is saying C. Jamaria Mars is saying, oh, he's in St. Anne. Cherry Davis is saying Miss C. Azaria is saying the answer is C. So you guys are all saying enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean. Natalia Kurdas, Miss Kellis. Oh, where's Kellis? I think that's it. That's in Manchester. Not sure. Kellis, and the answer is A. Enslaved Africans from Africa to Europe. Now, guys, one of the things I want to remind you of, sometimes you know the answer to these questions, but you're not reading properly and you're not taking the time to settle. Guys, it's important when you're in the exam that you settle, guys. Settle your mind, settle down. It's normal to feel a little bit nervous, when you go into an exam. Yeah. Even the great Shelley tells us sometimes. Yeah, big up to Shelley. Forgot to do that. That was on my mind. That 1063 yesterday. Ooh, awesome. All right. So even the great athletes will tell you that they have a little nerves when they start, competition at the start, But so that's fine. But guys, we want you to settle and just get into your rhythm when you start your exam. And just think about what you're writing. Read the question. Because look at this, guys. The middle passage. Enslaved Africans from Africa to Europe. No, man. When we talk about the middle passage now, we're talking about, what are we talking about, guys? We're actually talking about the journey of enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean. That's what we're talking about. All right, guys? Okay. And I'm really sure that the person who said to enslave Africans from Africa to Europe, I know you know the answer, it's enslaved Africans from Africa to the Caribbean. That's the answer for that question. All right. Now, number 3, how did the rich planters meet their need for housing? How did they do that? The options are by building a or an overseer's house on the plantation. So by building an overseer's house on the plantation, by building a great house on the plantation, by building a mill near a river, by building a mansion on a hill. How do you think these rich planters met their need for housing? Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds to answer that question. Guys, remember to put 3 and put the answer. Vanessa Hills Henry said, Miss, my name is Delano Pink. Okay, Delano. Right, number 3, Plunkett is saying 3B. They built a great house on the plantation. Rosemary Parker is saying C. Terry Parks is saying 3B, great house on the plantation. Dejon Bennett is saying B. Natalie Harrison, 3A. You're saying that they built an overseer's house on the plantation. Nicole Pratt Buchanan is saying 3B. They built a great house on the plantation. It's Lena is saying B. Marsha Ree Young is saying B. Cherry Davis, Miss B. Zila White, B. Tanya Dennis is saying 3B. Jonathan Lawrence, 3B. Jacqueline Byfield Blair. Cam Dollyface Jones, 3B. Trudy and Gillipsy, you're saying C. They built a mill near a river. Cherry Davis is saying 3B. They built a great house on the plantation. All right, in the interest of time, guys, let us just reveal the answer for question number 3. So the rich planters met their need by building great houses on the plantation. So by building a great house on the plantation. So they actually built great houses on plantations. Yeah. So you see a lot of these great houses all over Jamaica. Yeah, that's how the rich planter met their need for housing. So that's the correct answer. All right, let's move on to question number 4. And remember now we're doing the grade 5. We're doing this for grade 5 students. These are concepts that you would have covered in grade 5. All right, so I'm showing a diagram on screen and it says, the diagram shows a timeline. So you're looking at a timeline diagram. Diagram shows a timeline of the first arrival of various groups in Jamaica. Use it to answer item 4. So about 700 AD, you have the Taínos. 1494, you have the Spanish. And the British, well, the guys at the ministry left out the year for the British. And the East Indians, they left out the year as well. And the Chinese came in about 1854. So they want you now to put the year for the British and the East Indian. And we have 1612 for the year for the British and 1962 for the East Indian. We have 1530 for the British and 1853 for the East Indians. We have 1624 for the British and 1838 for the East Indians. Then we have 1655 for the British and we have 1845 for the East Indians. Guys, remember that I am teaching a class now. So if you call me, I am actually on a live. All right, so I can't take a call just now. Okay, guys? All right, so what should go at question number 4? What should go at question number 4? Question number 4, what should we put there? Is it A, B, C, or D? All right, I'm giving you a minute to think about that. Okay, let me show you the options, guys, for 4. Let me let you see those better. All right, giving you a minute to think about that. Okay, let's see what you're saying, guys. So what years of arrival should be placed at R and S? All right, so everybody's saying 4D, 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 4D. That's 1624 and 1838, 4D. Ah, Dejan is saying, is it C? Dejan, you asking me, you're supposed to be telling me 4D, 4D, D, miss, put me up, please. All right, so let's just look at that particular answer. So these are correct answer, 1655 and 1845. 1655 for the British and 1845 for the East Indians. All right, let's move right along. Question number 5. We're looking at question number 5. It says, why did the Chinese come to Jamaica in 1854? Why did the Chinese come to Jamaica in 1854? All right, guys, let me see how you handle that. Did they come to find new land? Did they come to work as slaves? Did they come to start jewelry stores? Did they come to work as indentured laborers? Why did the Chinese come to Jamaica? All right, do you have an answer for that? Okay, let me see what you guys are saying, my geniuses. Why did the Chinese come to Jamaica? Jacqueline is saying, Miss, put me up. Miss D, please put me up. Guys, it's so funny, right? When you, when you, let me just laugh at you a little bit. Guys, I enjoy teaching my class, right? And I find it so funny when you guys just say to me, Miss, put me up, please. No, Miss, you have never put me up. I mean, is that part of the answer? Seriously. All right. I don't know what is it with you guys. Miss, put me up. Miss, you never put me up. All right. So back to work. Why did the Chinese come to Jamaica in 1854? Is it to find new land? Is it to work as slaves? Is it to start jewelry store? Is it to work as indentured laborers? Why? Why did they come to Jamaica? All right, so Dacia Walker is saying D because they did not have anything. Jeez, peas, Dacia, really? They did not have anything to do in their own country? No, Dacia, seriously? Dacia's mom, if you're listening to this, please take away one of the dumplings that you're planning to give Dacia today. I'm so serious. Azaria is saying D, work as indentured laborers. Yeah. K Pusey is saying D. Jacqueline Campbell, Miss D, put me up, please. Vanessa Hales, Henry, yeah, D. Yeah, man, so it's D, guys. They came to work as indentured laborers. Remember that? So after slavery was ended and the plantation owners didn't have the Africans to work as slaves, I mean that's when they went to Asia to engage the Chinese and the East Indians, right? So they came as indentured workers. All right. Okay, moving right along. We want to complete this paper today. Nani of the Maroon. Okay, we did this question already. Nani of the Maroons is often described as a freedom fighter. Why is this so? Do you think A, because she enjoyed fighting? Do you think she was the leader of the Maroons? Do you think that she planned warfare and inspired the fight against slavery? Do you think she was a spiritual leader who used her supernatural skills to free many slaves? Why do you think that Nani is often described as a freedom fighter? Let me see your answer for that one. I'll pause and let you think about that. All right. Okay, guys. Guys, remember to subscribe to my channel, Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman. You know, guys, I do all of this for free. The only thing I ask of you is to subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me. When you subscribe, it makes me know that you appreciate what I'm doing and you like my work. So please subscribe. All right, so let's look at number 6. We're at number 6, guys. Number six. Reach number 6, guys. All right, so 6D was a spiritual leader who used her supernatural skills to free many slaves. That's what you're saying. 6D, Kaveen is saying 6C, planned warfares and inspired. All right, because we want to move along today, guys. We don't want to spend a lot of time. So number 6, the answer is indeed she planned warfares and inspired the fight against slavery. All right, that's the answer to that question. All right, let's move on. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this. Read the passage and then use it to answer item 7. I'm gonna have to read that, guys. So I don't think you can see all of that on screen. It says read the passage and then use it to answer item 7. So let's go. Samuel Sharp had a plan. Samuel Sharp had a plan. All Africans get pay for work on the plantation. Plan A was to get liberation by peaceful demonstration. Stop work until we get wages. Yes, pay. He mobilized Africans in St. Bess, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. Most of the West was part of his plan. So we go again. Samuel Sharp had a plan. All Africans to get paid for work on the plantation. Plan A was to get liberation by peaceful demonstration. Stop work until we get wages. Yes, pay. He mobilized Africans in St. Bess, St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. Most of the West was part of his plan. Based on the information above, what was Samuel Sharp hoping to achieve? All right, so he wanted to be selected as a national hero. That's option A. He wanted to bring about changes in the lives of the enslaved. That's B. C. He wanted to unite whites from different plantations in Jamaica. He wanted to show the enslaved Africans how to demonstrate peacefully for their rights. What do you think is the answer for question 7? Question 7. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Nobody not answering 7. Oh, yes, you are. So question 7, wow, lots of answers. Rajon is saying 7B, he wanted to bring about changes in the lives of the enslaved. Terry Parks is saying he wanted to unite whites. Come on, guys, from different plantations in Jamaica. Azaria is saying he wanted to show the enslaved Africans how to demonstrate peacefully for their rights. 7B, bring about changes in the lives of the enslaved. All right, guys, I'm not going to go too much into this, but let's just select this answer. All right, so we know that Sam Sharp is a national hero, right? And yes, Sam Sharp organized slaves to protest peacefully, right? Yeah, so those were things that he did. But the reason behind him wanting to protest or wanting to have slaves protest is that he wanted to bring about changes in the lives of the slaves. That was the main intention, not to unite whites from different plantations in Jamaica. No, he didn't want to be selected as a national hero. That came years later. He wanted to bring about changes in the lives of the slaves. That was his intention. All right. Okay. Why was the Morant Bay Rebellion an important event in Jamaican's history? And that is question number 8. Question number 8. Guys, if you know someone who is in grade 5, please invite them to the live. Don't be selfish. Why was the Morant Bay Rebellion an important event in Jamaica's history? Question number 8. All right, guys, we're gonna move along quickly. Guys, I can't read your answer if you don't put the question number. So put 8 and put what? Because I won't know what it's in regards to, okay? So put 8 and then you put your answer, please. So why was the Morant Bay Rebellion an important event in Jamaica's history? And the answers are it led to a change in how Jamaicans were governed. It led to more free Africans being able to vote. It led to more enslaved Africans being freed. It led to the death of 2 national heroes. So what's the answer, guys? All right, so question number 8. See what you guys are saying. All right, so Rajon is saying 8A. Kadina is saying 8A. Azaria is saying more freed Africans being able to vote. Oh, Natalia Curdas is saying B, more freed Africans being able to vote. Fabia is saying 8B, more freed Africans being able to vote. Dacia Walker is saying the same thing. Malik Da Costa is saying a change in how Jamaicans were governed. 8C, more enslaved Africans being freed. Felicia Clark, 8C. All right, guys, I am going to actually teach a class in this, but for the purpose of today, the answer to this question, why was the Morant Bay Rebellion an important event in Jamaica's history? What did it lead to? The answer for that is that it led to a change in how Jamaicans were governed. That's the correct response. Guys, we're going to go through what the Morant Bay Rebellion is, was. We're going to look at the Christmas Rebellion. We're going to look at these things, guys. We're going to have, we need a class to look at those things, all right? But just for purpose of today, just to go through this paper, this is what the answer is. It's a change in how Jamaicans were governed. That's what came out of the Morant Bay Rebellion. Okay, let's move right along. Question number 9. How did George William Gordon try to help poor Jamaicans after emancipation? A, providing all the poor with jobs and a place to live. B, by giving the poor money to buy food and clothes. C, selling pieces of his land so they could become farmers. D, providing them with good Christian teachings. Question number 9. How did George William Gordon try to help poor Jamaicans after emancipation? Okay. Let me see what you have for that one. So question number 9, Kezia is saying C, selling pieces of his land so they could become farmers. C, C, C. Carrie, Tanisha is saying C, Karen Garden C, Rosemary Tanya is saying C, Rajon C, C, Miss Put Me Up, Empress Blueberry saying C, Dacia C, Lyshan Lecky C, Davis C, Rajon Brown C. All right, so I noticed that most persons are saying that the answer is C for that one. Let's see what the answer is for question number 9. So what he did was to sell pieces of his land so they could become farmers. That's the correct answer for that question. So yeah, it is indeed C. All right. Let's look at question number 10. We have a heading: George William Gordon and Paul Bogle were young boys when the Sam Sharp Rebellion in 1831 happened. And the question says, how did this event impact their fight to bring about change? And the options: it may have A, encouraged them to continue to fight against slavery and gave them ideas about how to start a rebellion. It may have inspired them to continue to encourage ex-slaves to reject the bad conditions they experienced after slavery. It may have influenced them to become national heroes. And D, it may have taught them how to fight. So that is question number 10. What's the answer for that? And we're going to take a break after question 10. So look at the events again. It says George William Gordon and Paul Bogle were young boys when the Sam Sharp Rebellion in 1831 happened. How did this event impact their fight to bring about change? And the options: it may have encouraged them to continue to fight against slavery and gave them ideas about how to start a rebellion. It may have inspired them to continue to encourage ex-slaves to reject the same bad conditions they experienced after slavery. C, it may have influenced them to become national heroes. And D, it may have taught them how to fight. So what's the answer for question number 10? Come on, guys, let me see you put 10 and put the answer. So you're saying 10A. Ray John is saying 10B. Kadina Lumsden Walcott is saying 10 is A, miss. Okay, so you're saying A. Malik DaCosta is saying B. Anika Morgan is saying A. Reds KC is saying A. Reds, I meant to take it that you want to go to KC, or this is your your father went to KC. Dacia Walker is saying 10A. Malik DaCosta is saying 10B. Rajan Brown 10B. Cook M&M 10A. All right, guys, let's see the answer for A for 10, and then we are going to take a break. So question number 10. So it says George William, that's a statement. George William Gordon and Paul Bogle were young boys when the Sam Sharp Rebellion in 1831 happened. And the question is asking, how did this event impact their fight to bring about change? All right. And actually, the correct response is that it may have inspired them to continue to encourage ex-slaves to reject the similar bad conditions they experienced after slavery. All right, so that's the answer for question number 10. All right, guys, take a break. We're going to take a 5 minutes break. And I want you to go get some water. I myself, I'm going to get some water to drink. And guys, just share the like, no? Let persons know that we are on. And, if you have friends who are in grade 5, let them know we're going through the grade 5 2020 social studies paper. We're going to go through the entire paper. Well, that's my goal. Let me see how much we can do. So let them know that they should come and enjoy the live. I'm hoping that we could do a couple of the questions from the science paper as well, and some math questions. Antoine Lewis is saying, when is this class going to over? Whenever we get tired. All right. So let me read some of your comments during the break, and you can ask questions if you want. Okay. So guys, you can ask me questions. I'll answer your questions now. All right, so Antoine saying, when is this class going to over? When we get tired. But actually, I'm not going past 6. Okay. So if we get tired at 6, fine. But yeah, we're just gonna do some work today. All right. Janice, ever blessing lady Napier saying, Miss, put me up. So I'm gonna put you up there. Guys, here's what I want from you guys. I want you guys to please like my YouTube channel. It's Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman. Please go and like the channel. All right. So we have a goal, and we're just 1/10 the way there. All right. Like the channel, guys. That's how I know that you like my work. That's how I know you like what I'm doing. You enjoy these lives, when you like the channel. Okay, when you watch a video, when I say like the channel, I mean you should subscribe, guys. So when you go to the YouTube channel, Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman, just simply subscribe. That's how I know that you indeed love the videos that we're posting and you like the work that I'm doing. I'm going to put up the channel in the chat so you can just like it right away. You have questions, post them. All right, so this is the channel. Okay, so subscribe. So Andre is saying, I'm in grade 4. Reds KC saying, Miss, my father went to Calabar. Empress is saying, Miss, when is this live going to end? It's going to end at about 6. I'm going to mix it up, guys. I want to really run through the social studies paper, and then we can do a little bit of science and math. Miss, let me see what you're saying. Miss, I'm on grade 5. I guess you mean you're in grade 5. Cam Dollyface Jones. Miss, would it be like 8? No, Miss is old. Miss can't go until 8. Miss in the private class, huh? Miss, I'm enjoying your show. Thank you. Okay, guys, you notice that I'm posting a message on the screen, right? I do have a private class. It's my extra lessons, and you can call the number that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you want to join. All right, so it's $64 a month US if you want to join my private classes. Okay, guys, I know that not everybody can afford it, so that's why I do these lives, and I'm doing a lot of videos and putting them on my YouTube channel so you can benefit, right? Brian is saying, Miss, you're an awesome teacher. Thank you. Yeah, Miss is a diva educator. Remember me tell you. And Patrice is saying, I really love this class. Thank you, Patrice Murray. And Malik is saying, hello, I'm new on Facebook, but before I was on YT, I guess that is YouTube. Lishan is saying, Miss, it's almost my birthday. Empress is saying, Miss, I like your makeup. Thank you, Empress. I look like Lion King, right? Kimo is saying, Miss, can you send, hello, Dr. Charlotte, can you send the link to you for your new book? All right. So, guys, if you want to purchase my books, you can go to learninghubebooks.com. I'm going to put that in the chat. So it's www.learninghubebooks.com. Yeah, so you can go here, learninghubebooks.com, and you can purchase my books. All right. 1 minute more, guys, for a break, and we're going to be over. When are you going to do grade 4? I think I'll do a grade 4 maybe about half an hour after this. Janice Everlasting is saying, Miss, you never put me up. Guys, you can see that I put up Janice, so you know that if she says that again, it's not true. Miss, are you on Zoom? Nope. K Grant said, Miss, what time is it where you are? It's now 6 minutes past 6. All right. It says, what inspired you to do such an amazing thing for students? Guys, I tell the story all the time, man. Remember, I tell you that for me, education, I realize it's a great equalizer, right? So I told you guys that I grew up in an inner city community in Jamaica called Grandspen. Well, I spent my formative years there. I was born in Grandspen. And I went to live in the country, and then my mother took me back. Guys, if you want to learn about my life, you can buy my book, Limitless. Yeah. So if you go in Brian's bookstore, you'll see this book. You can buy it. This is my life story. And I have the comic to go with it. I think I'm one of the only persons in the Caribbean, I mean, who have penned their life story as a comic series. Yeah, I have the comic series. It's called Limitless. Yeah, this is my life story. But let me tell you why I love to teach and why I love to give back. So I grew up in the inner city community of Grandspen. And we were poor, but trust me, when you're poor, sometimes you don't even realize that you're poor. But I used to hustle. I used to sell guineas. I used to sell plum. I used to sell ginger beer. And I lived in a yard where the landlady sold coal, and I used to help to sell coal and all those things. And my parents had a farm, well, not a farm, a grung, because when you say farm, it makes it seem as if it was a big industrialized thing that they were doing. It was a little grung. Them grow callaloo, yam, some bananas, a little of this, a little of that, And I used to be the one to hustle and sell. I used to walk up and down a big box of callaloo on my head. And like when my mother would give me 10 bundles of callaloo to sell, I would just open them and make like 15 bundles, and I would take the 5 for myself. So whatever I made from that, I kept the money. But guys, I was always an entrepreneur. And my parents always made the importance of education known to all of us. So, I mean, education, I knew it was important, and I struggled to get to where I am today. But now that I'm where I am, I realize that I can make a difference by giving back. Right. And let me tell you something, guys. Once you have a great education and you make use of it, and I'm not saying that you have to get a PhD or any masters or anything like that, but just get educated, guys. Get a skill, do something with your life, right? Once you get a good education, you can make such a difference. I was able to help my mother to make a nice house, when I got older. I'm able to help my parents financially. My father is dead, but I was able to make a difference in their lives. So guys, I want you to understand that education is an important thing. And as an educator, I try to give back. That's just it. So I recognize that, hey, this is a great tool to lift persons out of poverty. So that's why I do what I do. All right. So thank you for that question. It's Lena. I'm going back to work. Okay, guys. So we're up to 220 persons on this live, and I'm only seeing 125 likes. So only half of you like what I'm doing. Come on, guys. I need to see more likes. Okay, get back to work. All right, so we're at question number 11. Which presents the best way for promoting the importance of emancipation in schools? By holding a festival, A says by holding a festival which highlights emancipation in Jamaican schools, by placing more books about emancipation in Jamaica in parish libraries, by holding a school talent competition to showcase the Jamaican culture, and D, by placing posters about slavery on school compounds. So the question says, which presents the best way for promoting the importance of emancipation in schools? Question number 11, what's the answer? All right, so put 11, guys, and put thank you, Bryony. All right, so 11, you're saying D. placing posters about slavery on school compounds. Anika is saying 11A, holding a festival which highlights emancipation in Jamaican schools. You're saying A, 11A, 11A, A. All right, guys, you know, the best answer there, I think, is to hold a festival. I would go with 11A too. I would say the best way is to hold a festival which highlights emancipation in Jamaican schools. All right, I go with that answer as well. Let's look at question number 12. Question number 12, let's look at that question. Which describes the way of life of a group of people? Is it their identity, their culture, their tradition, their heritage? Which describes the way of life of a group of people? What's the answer for that? Question number 12, guys. Guys, we have so many questions to finish up. Come on. Question 12. Guys, put 12 and put the answer quickly, please. All right, soon I'll do it now. Keshana said, Miss, I like your class, thanks. 12B, that is culture. 12B, 12B. All right, guys, I say everybody getting it right. Only, yeah, you have two people get it wrong. Some people saying 12C, tradition. No, man, it's not tradition, it's culture. Some people saying tradition. But yeah, majority of persons saying 12. Question number 12. The answer for question number 12 is culture. All right, so tradition is really the beliefs of a group of people that are passed on from one generation to the other. All right. Okay, so the answer for that is culture, the way of life of a group of people. All right, moving right along. Why are there differences in the cultural practices throughout the Caribbean? Why do you think there are differences in the cultural practices throughout the Caribbean? Question number 13. Brighton is saying 11A, put me up. Look how from when we're gone past 11. All right, question number 13, guys. All right, so Kizia is saying 13D, the Caribbean people are descendants of different ethnic groups from across the world. Michelle is saying 13D, the Caribbean people are descendants from different ethnic groups from across the world. Somebody's asking, Miss Nampio, what are we doing? Why? Oh, what are we doing, Miss? All right, so we're going through the grade 5 diagnostic test paper. Actually, this was given as a grade 6 diagnostic test. No, it was given as a grade 6 diagnostic test because it was given at the start of grade 6, and these are the items that grade 5 students would have covered rather in grade 5. Okay, so I'm going through this. So, I mean, I know that this is broad because this is everything that you'd have covered in grade 5. But hey, not a big deal. Let's just go through the stuff that you would have covered. So this paper is basically going through all the concepts that you should know as a grade 5 student. All right. Don't think the exam is going to be that broad. Somebody's saying, Mr. I'm asking about private classes. Call the number on the screen, guys, tomorrow, and you can get information about private classes. All right. Let's go. Question, did I answer that? Why are there differences in the cultural practices throughout the Caribbean? What's the answer for that? Now, the answer for that is the Caribbean people are descendants of different ethnic groups from across the world. And that is why you're going to have differences in cultural practices. So you have persons in Cuba coming from different areas, persons in Jamaica, persons in Haiti, persons in some of the French islands. You know, you have people from all different places living in the Caribbean. So yeah, and they brought their practices, their tradition, their different style of worship, their different food, their different dance. So you're gonna have differences in cultural expressions. All right. Question number 40. Question number 14 is kind of similar. So let's look at question 14. Why are there differences in the official languages that the Caribbean people speak? All right. So the answer is Caribbean people speak the language of the country that ruled them before their independence. Caribbean people speak the language of the first ethnic group that settled in each country. Caribbean people speak the language of the largest ethnic group found in each country. And Caribbean people speak the language of their family members. What do you think the answer is, guys? Question number 14, we're going to run and skip. Put 14 and put the answer. Miss Love Your Class, thank you very much. I love you guys too. Make sure you like my channel. Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman. A, the country that ruled them before their independence. You think that's why we speak the language? We speak the language of the country that ruled us before independence. All right, almost everybody saying A. Let me see what. Okay, so one person saying D, Claudia. They speak the language of their family members. That is partly true, but I don't think that is the answer. Yeah, because when you really think about it, Claudia, you go downtown and you hear persons in the haberdasheries speaking Chinese language. Yeah, for real. But that's not the answer, though. That's not the answer. Look at the question good and look. It says, what are the differences in the official languages that the Caribbean people speak? Why are there differences, rather, in the official languages that the Caribbean people speak? Now, remember, that is the key word, guy. Official languages, okay? So you might have a group of people speaking their language, but that's not the official language of Jamaica. For example, official language in Jamaica is English, okay? Official language in Cuba is Spanish. Official language in Haiti is French, So why are there differences in the official languages that the Caribbean people speak? All right. So the answer to that is the Caribbean people speak the language of the country that ruled them before their independence. That's the answer to that question. They speak the language of the country that ruled them before their independence. All right, moving right along, guys. Question number 15. All right. Which explain why most parish churches in Jamaica are Anglican. This is a great question. All right, guys, remember I am going through the Ministry of Education's past diagnostic test. Okay, so these are the government questions. They're not mine. All right, which explains why most parish churches in Jamaica are Anglican. I love this question because let me see. Let me see if I know the answer to this. It says Anglican churches are larger. It says most of the churches in Jamaica are Anglican churches. But the question already asked, which explains why most parish churches in Jamaica are Anglican. Our British ancestors established these churches across the island. The British wanted all Jamaicans to worship in Anglican churches. What do you think the answer is, guys? Is it A, B, C, or D? All right, let me give you a minute to think about that. And let me see what. Guys, I'm going to beat Red's KC, who said his father went to Calabar 15A. Oh, I thought you were giving me two different answers. Okay. So you're saying it's because Anglican churches are larger. Rajan is saying 15C. Our British ancestors established these churches across the island. A lot of persons saying C, yeah, the British established these churches across the island. All right, so let me look at this question, guys, and see what I think. 15, yeah, I would go with that. Our British ancestors established these churches across the island. Yeah, so that's what explains why most parish churches are Anglican. And that's the explanation. All right, question number 16. Question number 16 is a great question. Again, I don't know the answer for this yet. What is the cultural origin of the dish? The dish, rather, not this. What is the cultural origin of the dish? Escovitch fish and bami. And the answers are it was a contribution of the British and East Indians, it was a contribution of Africans and Tainos, it was a contribution of the Tainos and Spanish, it was a contribution of the Spaniards and Africans. Escovitch fish and bami. Question number 16. Let me see what I think about that. All right, guys, give you a minute to think about that. It's a great question. All right, so I did my little research to come up with an answer for that question. All right, let me see what you guys are putting for the answer. I don't want this to be like a monologue. I want to read your answers as well. What is the cultural origin of the dish? Escovitch fish and bame. I keep saying this. You know it's dish, guys. Escovitch fish and bame. Question number 16. Let me see what my geniuses are saying. All right, let me go. 16, Claudia is saying 16C, Tainos and Spanish. Shelley and Harris, 16B, Africans and Tainos. 16C, Renice Ferguson. Nikisha Melody is saying B, Africans and Tainos. Azaria James is saying 16B, Africans and Tainos. Reds Casey is saying C. Marjorie Charlton, me too, it's C. All right. All right, guys, do me a favor. Well, we're not gonna do this today. Normally, I want you to tell me why you think it's C or B. Let me tell you what I think, guys. For question number 16, I'm going to ride with C, Tainos and Spanish. Tainos because I'm thinking with Bame. I'm thinking that the Bame would have come from the Tainos, from the cassava. I hope I'm right with that. And the escovitch, um, it's a version of the Spanish escabeche, exabeche. The fish is cooked and then a spicy marinade is added. So I'm thinking, yeah, that it would be for this question, Tainos and the Spanish. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna just check something and come back to you. Let's move on to the next question. I'm gonna come back to this. So I'm going with Tainos, C, and Spanish. All right, let's look at question 17. What is the best way in which Caribbean countries preserve their common culture? Question number 17. What is the best way? And notice best, guys. So normally when they ask you best, it means that there could be one or two answers. So read the options carefully and then answer the question. Question 17. Which is the best way in which Caribbean countries preserve their common culture? All right, read those. And let me just check something, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Let's go to question number 17. It says, which is the best way in which Caribbean countries preserve their common culture? That's the question. And the answer choices that we have. The answer choices. So we have by advertising Jamaican fashion in North America, by hosting festivals about the Jamaican culture in Jamaican communities, by teaching about the culture of other Caribbean countries in primary schools only, by hosting yearly cultural festivals in all countries of the Caribbean. So the answer to that is hosting yearly Caribbean cultural festivals in all countries of the Caribbean. I'm going with D. Guys, this is just bounce back up to question number 16. Yeah. What's the cultural origin of the dish, beach fish and bami? I wasn't 100% sure, but I was sure enough that the answer to that would have been Tainos and Spanish, because remember now, question number 16, the Tainos would have been the ones to introduce the bami, right? They use a lot of cassava. And the Spanish now with the escovitch fish. So you see, that recipe that we love so much, escovitch fish and bami, yeah, it is indeed Spanish and the Tainos. All right. All right. So let's move on to question number 18. Guys, we're doing well. We're doing really well. Which best describes a municipal corporation? A municipal corporation. You hear this term all the while in Jamaica. Municipal corporation. What is a municipal corporation? Yeah, come on, my geniuses. What's a municipal corporation? Wow, guys, you believe it's 6:30 already? We need another break. I wanted to do something else, but geez. It's like we're having fun and the time is just running. All right, what is a municipal corporation? Guys, you have to put which question you answer. 18 is saying manages the affairs of areas within a parish. K Pusey is saying 18C. Dacia is saying 18C. Reds KC 18C. Kerry and Gordon is saying D. Conducts business in parishes on behalf of the Prime Minister. Where I say Fabia Greenwood is saying 18C. Manages the affairs of areas within a parish. All right, so a municipal corporation, guys, which best describes a municipal corporation? That is something that you guys need to know. And the answer for that is municipal corporation manages the affairs of areas within a parish. Okay, that is answer for question number 18. Let's look at question number 19. Who is the chairman? All right, let's look at question number 19. Who is the chairman of municipal corporations throughout Jamaica? Is it the mayor? Is it a councillor? Is it the CEO, the chief executive officer? Is it the member of parliament? Who is the chairman of municipal corporations throughout Jamaica? The chairman of municipal corporations. Who is the chairman of municipal corporations throughout Jamaica? That's question number 19. The chairman of municipal corporations. So some person saying the CEO, really no. Shanae is saying the mayor. Kadina is saying the mayor. 19, Shanice is saying the mayor. Shalian, is saying, yeah, this is not Shelly-Ann, it's Shelly-Ann is saying A. Oh, guys, we want to give big shout outs to, in addition to Shelly-Ann Fraser Price yesterday, we want to shout out Elaine Thompson as well and Brianna. I actually went to the Miramar Stadium to watch them run yesterday. It was so exciting, guys. And of course, the big man, Johan Blake, all Jamaican athletes, we want to give a big shout out. They're doing great, carrying the Jamaica on their shoulders. Good job, athletes. We love you and we respect what you're doing. You know, it's hard work. All right. So question number 19, you guys are saying A. Most persons saying A. Evangelist Tammy, A. Please put me up. Put you up, Evangelist. Come on, want you. So me never put you up. Shanice is saying A, put me up, please. Mark Chris Wright is saying C, the chief. Guys, come on, man. Why not tell me about C, Chief Executive Officer? All right, guys. Who is the chairman of municipal corporations throughout Jamaica? All right, that is something that you should have done in grade 5. We know what's going on. We know because the pandemic, I mean, a lot of things that you're supposed to know, you don't. All right, the correct answer is A, the mayor. All right. The councillor, you hear about councillors in Jamaica, yeah? They are members of the municipal corporation. And what happened is that one councillor is elected to serve as the chairman of the corporation and becomes the mayor. Member of Parliament is not the individual who is the chairman of the municipal corporation. It's not D. And it's not the CEO. It's not the councillor. Correct answer is the mayor. All right, let's move on to question number. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Question number 20. Local government elections are held to elect representatives for what? Is it for schools? Is it for towns? Is it for parochial divisions or is it for parish capitals? Why do we have local government elections? You notice that we have two main elections in Jamaica. You have the general election and then you have local government elections. Why do we have local government elections? All right, guys, take a 1-minute break or, maybe like a 3 minutes break, guys. Just take a break. I know we can't just go for half an hour like that and you don't get any break. It's part of teaching on lives and on Zooms. You guys burn out. All right, take a break and come back after 3 minutes. Drink some water, use the bathroom if you must. Grab a snack, eat something sweet. Rest your brain, stretch your arms, jump up and down, do some jumping jacks and come back. So we're at question number 20. Local government elections are held to elect representatives for what? What are we holding local government elections for? Yeah, so that's the question that we're stopping at. Why do we hold local government elections? So I see a lot of persons putting up answers. Huh? So let me say that some of the answers that you guys are putting up. So Charmaine is saying D. Let's go back and see what D is. D, parish capital. C, parochial divisions. C, parochial divisions. 20, I don't know what that means. C, A, school. Local government elections for school. Guys, come on. Towns. B, miss. All right, take a break, guys. I won't tell you the answer until you come back. All right, guys. I just want to show you some resources that we have. Guys, remember, take this off. Now, guys, after we're done with our diagnostic test, I'm going to be doing classes to help persons with their ability test. This is my ability test workbook. You can get it at the major bookstores. And guys, I normally host a class for free, normally on Zoom. I don't know what format it's going to be this year, but I'm thinking it's either going to be on Zoom or I'm going to be doing videos on my YouTube channel with material from this workbook, guys. You need to grab a copy, and this is what we're going to use to help you to prep for your ability test. Now, guys, remember, I've said it all the time that I use a multiplicity of strategies in this book. This book doesn't teach to the test. What it does is that it is focused on helping you to learn how to think critically. All right. So for those of you who don't know me, I did my PhD in e-learning, technology and education. And part of my dissertation, part of my research was brain training. And, you know, that's why I love the ability test so much. I have a lot of resources for the ability test. I have apps, I have books, and that kind of a thing. I actually love brain training. This, guys, is going to teach you, uses strategies to teach you how to think. So it's not teaching to the test. So if you want to SWOT for the exam, no, this is not it. This is teaching you how to think. And everybody should grab a copy of this book. All right, parents, you support me. Support, one way to show that support is to grab a copy of this. You can get it at Kingston Bookshop, Sangster's Bookstore, brands. They don't have to be using it in school, guys. I am going to be using it with them as we go along. Another book I want to point out is my, I don't know how widespread this is, but you can get this at some of the major bookstores. It's called Jamaverse. It's a Jamaican comic. You know, you realize that we have our own superhero and everything. It's a math comic, so it has a lot of questions that are helpful in regards to PEP preparation in this comic, okay? So it's a story about a Jamaican hero and a whole lot of mini heroes as well. So this guy here, Algie Dread, big time math lecturer, and all the little superheroes that work with him, and the super dog and all of that. Limitless, like I tell you before, guys, this is my personal story that I have done in comic format. So grab a copy. You can get it at the major bookstores. I know Brian has it. So you can grab a copy of my comic, Limitless. And of course, and it's on Amazon too, guys. If you watch it from overseas and you want to get it, and you can get my book too. I mean, the stories in this, they are just so funny, guys. I just talk hold nothing back about growing up in Jamaica. This is great, Limitless. And I have a social studies book, and all these books that I'm showing you, all the workbooks, they're approved by the Ministry of Education. So this is my social studies workbook for grade 6 students. Guys, get this book because I'm going to do a class, a free class as usual for persons with this book, all right? And this is my bestseller. This is my Performance Stars workbook. A lot of schools in Jamaica use this workbook. Grab a copy of this workbook because Performance Stars is coming up at the end of the year. And for my private classes, this is the book I use. And for a lot of the Zooms after the diagnostic, I'm going to be using this book, guys. So grab a copy of it. Okay. All right, let's resume. Hope you drank some water and you're ready again. I really want to finish this paper. Going slow though. All right, so local government elections are held to elect representatives. Is it for schools, towns, parochial divisions, or for parish capitals? All right, so the answer to that is for parochial divisions. All right, moving right along. Question says, which is done to ensure that casting votes in local government elections are done in secret? All right. Do they cast votes behind a booth? So the answers are casting votes behind a booth, placing the ballot in the ballot box, hiding the ballot paper while you cast your vote, casting your vote in the privacy of your home. What's the answer? Question number 21. All right, so 21. Connor is saying casting votes behind a booth. Renee is saying casting votes behind the booth. Nadine is saying B. Oh, what is Nadine saying? Nadine, so Nadine Wright is saying B. Kay Pusey is saying A, casting votes behind the booth. Nadine is saying B, placing the ballots in the ballot box. So what do you think the answer is for that? I think the answer for that is casting votes behind a booth. That's the way you ensure that your votes are done in secret. You go behind a booth and you do your vote. All right. So A is the answer. All right, let's move right along. See if we can finish this paper. All right. All right, it says the Steer Village Municipal Corporation has built a market so that the vendors can be removed from the busy streets of the parish capital. All vendors are expected to sell their goods in the new market, which is 2 miles out of the town. They must now pay a monthly stall rental fee. Which service is the municipal corporation offering? Preventing busy streets, regulation of public vending, regulation of cities and towns, maintenance of law and order in communities. So which service is the municipal corporation offering? See, look at what they're doing. So the Steer Village Municipal Corporation, they build a market so that all the vendors can come off of the road and go into the market, right? But when that happens, they're saying people pay some fees to rent these stalls that are in the market. So you're going to sell in the market now, but you're going to pay a fee to use the stall that you're going to sell on. So the question is asking now, which service is the municipal corporation offering by doing all of this? Are they preventing busy streets? Is that a service? Are they regulating public vending? Are they regulating the city and town by doing that? Are they maintaining law and order in communities by doing that action that we read about? Question number 22. What do you think my genius is? Somebody said, Miss, take off Nadine right off the screen. You guys are not easy, you know. Okay, so which service is the municipal corporation offering? All right, so Trudy Gillespie is, all right, let's put it up quick. So most persons saying A, B, you're saying B, you're saying B, you're saying B. Terry Parks, Lisa Williams is saying A, Ajani Phillips is saying A, Kimisha Dodd is saying, boy, you guys are just giving me so many answers, just going fast, I can't even keep up. Natalia Curtis is saying A, Kimisha Dodd, Kimisha, I'm really trying to catch in, but so many people come in D. Yolanda is saying A, Nadine Wright is saying B, Katie and Tomlin is saying C, Dacia Walker, Evangelist Everlasting, Janice Everlasting Lady Napier is saying B. Yalancia is saying D. Marcus Wright is saying B. Cherry Davis put me up is saying B. I just love when you guys tell me to put you up, you know, like you're not playing, you know. Nolati Robinson Campbell, B. Miss put me up. Kimisha Dodd is saying thank you, Miss. I guess I put her up a while ago. Plunkett is saying A. All right, so question number 22. What is the answer for question number 22? So, question 22 is regulation of public vending. That is the correct answer of question 22. All right, guys, let's move along. Let's move along to question 23. How will this change most likely affect the community members? How will this change most likely affect the community members? Remember, they tell you that the market is like 2 miles away. So let's see how this will affect them. They may have to travel to another community to get market goods. They may not be able to locate the vendors to buy market goods. They may have to pay more money for market goods. They may eat less market goods. What do you think the answer is to question 23? Question 23. What is the answer? Somebody saying, I think it's A. C. Michelle is saying A. Curvaceous Price is saying A. C. Rajan Brown is saying C. Kimoy Anderson is saying D. Rajan Brown is saying C. Kadeen Plunkett is saying C. A. Miss, that is Nicole. No, Lati Robinson Campbell is saying A. Kadeen Plunkett is saying C. Vinette Spalding is saying C, put me up, please. Janice, Everlasting Lady Napier is saying C. Stacey Anderson, AR. But come, I want to complete this paper. Let's move right along. So, question 23. They may have to pay more money for market goods. That is the correct response. Okay? Because look at it now, guys. The vendors have to pay for the stall. That is additional expense. And they have to pay more for transportation because it's further away. So yeah, the people now, persons who are buying from the vendors may have to pay a little bit more for the market goods. All right. Okay, guys, we have 270 persons on our live, and I'm only seeing 173 likes. I don't like that. I want to see 270 likes. So I know that you like what I'm doing. You like what the diva is doing. All right, so this question shows us a map of the Caribbean. Let's see what the question is asking. We have a map of the Caribbean. By now, you guys supposed to know what a map of the Caribbean, I mean, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I show you this, everybody should know that this is a map of the Caribbean. So you have the Bahamas up here, so you have Dominican Republic and Haiti. Hey, who can tell me what's the name of the island that Dominican Republic and Haiti is on? The one name. Let me see who can tell me fast. I gotta put you up if you tell me the name of the island. Watch out. I'm gonna put up the person here. Shanice Dyer says, now the vendors have seen, now the vendors have to pay for stall. They will raise their price. Please put me up. Yes, Shanice, that is so true. All right. So, guys, tell me quick. This is an aside. I want to know the name of the country that the Dominican Republic and Haiti is on. That's the name. I mean, yeah, we know we have the pandemic, but guess what? We still now make it prevent us from learning. All right, so let's see if we know the answer there. Wow, look when the people know the answer. That's so awesome. So Kate uses say Hispaniola. Yeah, Hispaniola. Remember I'm telling them I see that number, right? Hispaniola, 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 miss. Yup. Hispaniola is the correct answer. Yup. Yeah, good job, guys. All right, so back to the question now. See, I'm keeping up time. Boy, I don't know. Like, I'm not a good teacher, I'm just keeping up time with you guys. All right, so yeah, that's Hispaniola. But anyway, back to the question. Let's see what the question is asking, guys. It's saying, so this shows a map of the Caribbean. I love this question. Now, guys, because the screen not big enough, I'm going to have to take out the map. But here's the question that they're asking you. All right, I'm going to leave the map and ask you the question, okay? The question says, if you are traveling from Jamaica to Guyana, you see Guyana down there, so? What general direction would you be traveling? Would it be east, north? Would it be southwest? Would it be southeast? Would it be northwest? What's the answer? You see, you notice the arrow on the map showing north going up. All right. So what's the answer for that? See, up is north. So yeah, guys, they want to know if you're going Guyana. So Guyana down here, so which direction you're going? Come on, show the ministry that you understand directions. Come on, don't shame me, guys. Because I'm calling you my geniuses, and you are. Which direction are we going? Because, all right, I'm telling you something, it's not north, because we're not going up. Anything up would be north. All right, so come on, guys. It's going to either be east, south, or west. So tell me, guys. So Guyana way over here, so we know that we're not going up, so we're not going north. All right, so where are we going, guys? Where are we going? So if you're traveling from Jamaica, and notice the question now. So you're traveling from Jamaica and you're going to Guyana, which general direction would you be traveling? And the options that they give is east, north, southwest, southeast, northwest. All right, so guys, I want to say, let me see who get that. All right, yeah. That's why I say that you guys are my geniuses. Team Courtney saying, Miss, I message you on WhatsApp, but I can't read WhatsApp now. Remember, I'm on air. I can't read WhatsApp. Guys, I don't have a big team, you know. It's not like I'm making millions of dollars and I have a team just sitting down reading everything. I'm reading them myself. I'm not, I'm not that wealthy yet. All right, so it's Lena says southeast. Travoy saying southeast. And yeah, a company might watching, you know, want to sponsor the program. Yeah, you're welcome. Call me, guys. Call me if you want to sponsor. You see the number going on the screen, 926-1221. Curtis is saying southeast. Dejan Bennett is saying southeast. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep up the time. Let's just reason this out, guys. I'm gonna make the map a little bit bigger and reason out the answer. Okay. All right. So we're going down to Guyana and we're at Jamaica, right? We know that north is up because they show us on the map, guys. See there? North is going up, right? So the arrow going up. So that means south is going down because we know that south is the opposite of north. And Guyana is all the way down here. So we are going to head down. So we're going to go down south. And then, see, we're going to go from here to over here. So we're going in the general direction of south, we're going down, and then we're going to go east. Because remember, when you have a map, you have W over here, so west over here, so then east over here, so north up top, and south down the bottom. So we're actually going southeast. That's the answer. All right? Southeast for the answer then. All right, most persons said southeast. As a matter of fact, I'm not even seeing one person who got it wrong. Very good, guys. Awesome. Proud of you. All right, let's move along. Well, guys, you think we can finish? Guys, tell me if you think we can finish this paper. Tell me if you think we can finish, or if you have the stamina to finish. Wow, we're going nearly 2 hours. Wow, 1 hour and 27 minutes. Ooh, hour and a half. All right, let's see if we have the stamina to wrap up this paper, guys. That means you'd have covered the entire social studies curriculum, basically. All right, this one says, examine the diagram below which shows the major lines of latitude. Use it to answer questions 25 and 26. All right, guys. So you see the lines going across. All right, so they give you the equator. All right, that's equator is 0 degrees. And notice they're giving you another one. All right, let's go up. So you have 0 degrees, then you have 23.5 degrees north, then you have 66.5 degrees north, and of course you have the ones going down south. So you have 23.5 degrees south, 66.5 degrees south. So they're giving you the lines of latitude. Remember, guys, latitude line goes across, lines of longitude goes long way, vertical. Okay? All right, so yeah, these are the horizontal lines of latitude. Okay? Look at them quickly, guys. All right, so let's see what the question asks now. It says, which line of latitude runs through the country labeled X? So the country way up here, so guys, way up here, so. So it's asking you, so the line that's running through here, the 66.5 degrees north, which line of latitude runs through this country? So basically, guys, what they're asking you, what is it? Not the name of the country now. What is the name of the line of latitude that runs through this country that has the X? All right, so let's see the options that they give you. They give you the Arctic Circle. They give you the Antarctic Circle. They give you the Tropic of Cancer. And they also, the option A is the Tropic of Capricorn. So look at this, good guys. Is it this line up here? So way up here. So is it the Arctic Circle? Is it the Antarctic Circle? Is it the Tropic of Cancer? Or is it the Tropic of Capricorn? They say, no, miss, we can't finish. Yes, miss. Kadian say, yes, miss. Evangelist Tammy said, I'm tired. Probably not, but let's do our best. All right, let's see if we can do. All right, let's see if we can do 10 more questions, guys. Just 10 more. 10 more, guys. 10 more. All right, I'm going to rush. All right. Malik is giving us a fun fact to help you remember. West and East spell we in compass rose. Good. All right. Nadine is saying no miss on a tired out. All right. All right. All right. So let's go, guys. Let's go. What is that line up there? All right, so Ken PM is saying Arctic Circle. Kimisha Dodd is saying Tropic of Cancer. Arctic Circle put me up. All right, Tropic of Cancer. Arctic Arctic Circle. Nadine is saying, Miss, I'm tired. Arctic Circle. Yalancia is saying Capricorn. Arctic Circle. All right, guys, if you're tired, you can exit the live. I'm going to finish up, but I'm going to save it on YouTube so you can always come back and watch the rest of it at another time. But guys, do not work when you feel tired, okay? Do not be like me. Sometimes I'm tired and I still work. But then I can work because I can sleep in the morning. I can sleep until 10 o'clock, okay? So if you're feeling tired, let's take a break. Take a break from the live because it means that you're not going to assimilate. You're not going to learn anything if you're tired and you're still doing this, okay? I am going to continue and I'm going to save the video on YouTube so you can always come back and watch from where you left off. Okay, guys? That's the beauty of the internet. You can always come back and watch. So if you're tired, come off now, right now, and go and have your dinner, relax, watch some TV. But let me just finish up this paper and you can always access the video and just finish watching. All right, so we're at question number, I want to finish this. Question number 25, and the answer to that is the Arctic Circle. So if you chose Arctic Circle, that is correct. All right, we're moving on to question number 26. It says, which major line of latitude is closest to the South Pole? Question number 26. Which major line of latitude is closest to the South Pole? Is it the Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn? Question number 26. All right, let me see if I can make that bigger. Question 26. Which major line of latitude is closest to the South Pole? And for that, we have, let me see what you guys are saying. Antarctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Kadeen Plunkett is saying B, Antarctic. Anika is saying, Mr. stole my answer about Arctic. Cassandra is saying Antarctic. Antarctic. Kimoy, you're saying Antarctic. All right, that's one thing I quarrel about all the time. Make sure you're writing the right thing. So it's Antarctic. Although in this exam it's just multiple choice, so you'll be fine. But read the thing properly. All right, Antarctic. All right, so let me see. This person is saying, Miss, I'm actually in grade 4. I just come on so I can learn something new from your classes. Thank you. Hope you're learning something. All right, so which major line of latitude is closest to the South Pole? And the answer is Antarctic Circle. Antarctic, all right? Okay. All right, so the next question number 27, we're moving right along. Guys, if I can do 10 more, I'm going to feel so proud of myself. It says, which is a common feature of lines of latitude and longitude? Which is a common feature? And the options, they both are used to tell the distance between places on a map. They are parallel lines that run vertically and horizontally. They are used to locate places on a map, and they meet at the pole. They both meet at the poles. Now, question number 27. What is the answer? What's the answer? Which is a common feature of lines of latitude and longitude. Remember a while ago, let me show you again what lines of latitude look like. We're at 27. See them here? The ones that go across. So when you look at your map or your globe and you see these lines going across, these are lines of latitude. And they're just imaginary line that is just dividing up the earth, So these are all imaginary lines with names. When we start teaching social studies, I'm going to go through that. But for the purpose of this exam, I'm not going to do that. I'm just revising the questions. All right. So which is a common feature of lines of latitude and longitude? They both do what? What's the answer for that? Question 27. Let me see what you guys are saying. All right, so everybody's saying C. Miss C, put me up, please. Kadeen is saying C. Team Courtney agrees. Courtney, get a break, Courtney. I know you're tired, so rest. Come off the live right now and rest. It's gonna be on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch it. Watch where you left off. So you don't have to be up. You don't have to be on now, okay? All right, C. Miss put me up. Karen Spalding, C. Some persons saying B, there are parallel lines that run vertically and horizontally. Okay, let me see what the answer for that is. I'm doing 9 more, guys. 9 more, and then I'm going to come off. All right, so the answer, what is a common feature of lines of latitude and longitude? The answer is... All right, so the answer for this one is that they are used to locate places on a map. And that's C, they are used to locate places on a map. Okay. All right, let's move along to item number 28. See, a lot of persons chose C. Very good, guys. All right, so this one now has another map. There's another map of the Caribbean again. So let's see the question for this one. All right, so here I'm showing you a map of the Caribbean. And of course, Jamaica and Cuba is just big up right there. And then you have little Jamaica, and you have Haiti, and you have Hispaniola. I can see, let me see, I'm just gonna make this bigger so we can see what's showing. All right, so we're seeing the Bahamas, you have Freeport, you have Nassau. You know, Bahamas is an archipelago, you have many islands making it up. That's like many Caribbean countries, but just that they have so many. You have Havana, so they're showing you Havana. It's in Cuba. They're showing you Montego Bay and Kingston, that's on Jamaica. Then they're showing you San Juan in Puerto Rico. They're showing you St. Thomas, that's I think that's the US Virgin Island. All right, so they're showing you some places. I don't know what the question is. So let me look at the question, guys. So, hey, that's a map. And they're showing you some places in the Caribbean. I kind of see a trend, but I don't know. Let me see what the question is asking. All right, so let me see what the question is saying. All right, so the question says, where is Barbados located? And they want, you know what this question is doing? They want to see if you can use lines of latitude and longitude to locate a place. All right, so that's what they're testing. All right, guys, this if you ever get a question like this, all you have to do, guys, is just look for, you see, the line of latitude, you have to look for the degrees. Sorry, the line of longitude, look for the degrees. And then you're going to look at the line of latitude and you're going to look for the degree as well. And that's all you need to do, guys. So you're looking for Barbados. So Barbados right down here, so it falls on the 60-degree line right here, so. And then it also falls between 10 and 20. Okay? See it right here? Barbados right here. It's on the 60-degree line. And it's also, when you look for the latitude, it's between 10 and 20. All right, so let me see the options that they give us. to the options that they give you. So they want you to find Barbados. So they want to see if you can read the map and find the line of latitude. And it says 13 degrees north, 60 degrees west. 16 degrees north, 60 degrees west. 60 degrees north, 30 degrees west. 60 degrees north, 13 degrees west. All right, so let's see what you're saying for that, guys. So where is Barbados located? This is a great question. I want to see if you can read. They want to see if you can use lines of latitude and longitude to basically locate places on a map. All right? All right, what's the answer for that? All right, so let's talk about this now. So back at the map again, guys. So right away we see that Barbados, if you look at Barbados, you can see that it falls on the 60 degrees west line. See, 60 degrees west. All right. And if you look at the north line, so you have 10 right here and you have 20 right here. It's not halfway because halfway would be like 15 and it's not halfway. So I would go with 13. One of the options was 13. 13 north. I would go with that because look, it's 10 is right here. 20 is up here. Halfway would be about here, and that would be 15. All right. So Barbados looks like about 13 to me. So the answer that I would choose for Barbados, see, this is 10, this is 20, and it is right here. So it's about 13. Okay. So I would choose 60 west and I would choose about 13 north. So the options that they give you, you have 60 degrees north, 30 degrees west. You have 16 degrees north, 60 degrees west, 13 degrees north, 60 degrees west, 60 degrees north, 13 degrees west. Hold on, make sure I'm not confusing you. So the answer for that one is 13 degrees north and 60 degrees west. 13 degrees north and 60 degrees west. That's the correct answer. All right. So one of the things you might want to do if you want to properly go through your grade 5 curriculum, just revisit this topic, how to locate places using lines of latitude and longitude. That's actually on your grade 5 social studies curriculum. All right, I see most people didn't even bother to answer that one. All right, let's move along, guys. Let's see if we can do another one. Which city is located at 23 degrees north, 82 degrees west? 23 degrees north, 82 degrees west. Let's look at the map again. So we're trying to find the city that is located at 23 degrees north and 82 degrees west. Let's look at the map again. So we're looking for 23 degrees north, 82 degrees west. Which city is that? Question number 29. "23 degrees north, 82 degrees west." Come on, let's look at that. 23 north, 82 west. All right, so if we look at the lines, 20 is right here, 30 is right here. 25 is about right here. So 25 would be like close to Nassau. So 23, I am saying Havana would be about here. So I'm saying 23 is about here. And then look at what they asked us. They asked us 23 and 82. So 80, 80 degrees is going through Havana. So I would say Havana because 82 would still be Havana. Oh, hold on there. I'm sorry, guys. 80 is right here. So 82, which is right here, yeah, would be Havana because this have 80 and then you have 90. So you have 80 and this would be about 85. So this would be, yeah, 82 would be about here, about here. So what I'm saying, guys, this line is 80 and you're increasing, all right? You're increasing going this way. So 82 would be about here. So it would be Havana. And then this is 20. So right here, so would be about 23. So you have 20, then you have 30. So if you really break this up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break this up into 10, this would be, yeah, you would get about 23 right here. And this is 80. So this would be about, they ask you for 82. So yeah, I would say Havana, which is for 29. So 29, I would give it to Havana. Guys, like I said, using latitude and longitude to tell distance that is on your curriculum. Boy, I don't see a lot of persons answering that. But anyway, let me put up persons. Lisa Williams did say Havana. Romario Morris did say C. Trudy and Gillipsy said Havana. 29 Shalion said C, which is Havana. Yeah, so I see some of you saying Havana. Yeah. So I would give that to Havana. All right, so let's see if we can answer this question. It says, study the drawing below and use it to answer items 30 to 31. Now, guys, remember, if you're on a live and you're feeling a little bit tired, come off because you're not going to learn anything. I'm just trying to go through the paper, and I'm going to post it on YouTube. So it will be there permanently. You can always watch it later or another day. But do not try to stay on the whole time. You won't learn anything. Okay, guys? All right. So name the landform labeled R. So we're right here. What is this landform? That's what the question is asking. R. So we have hills right here. We have mountains right here. We have something right here at S. And what do we have at R? What is that R? That's what the question is asking. Candine is saying, please take that person off. Okay, Candine, I have acquiesced. You guys are something else, and I'm telling you, on an easy, All right, so name the landform labeled R. So is it the coast? Is it plain? Is it plateau? Is it sea? Those are the choices. All right. So okay, guys, I showed you the diagram right here. Look on the diagram, guys. See it? And the question is asking, what is that R? So you have hills, you have mountains, what they're right here. So guys, that's what the question is asking you. Okay? What do you think is right there? And let me tell you what the options are, guys. Let me tell you what the options are. You have coast, plain, plateau, sea. All right. Now, guys, we're not going to spend long on that. The answer for that is C. And we're counting down. We're only doing 7 more questions, guys. 7 more questions. 7 more questions. All right. Let's look at another question. All right. The next question says, just 7 more to go. How does the landform labeled R differ from a valley? How does so we already said it's what did we say for that answer, guys? landform labeled R. What did we say that was, guys? We said it was a plain. And then the question is asking, how is it different from a valley? And the answer option, it says a valley has a river while landform R is surrounded by the sea. A valley has a smaller size while landform R is larger. A valley has a narrow side while the sides of landform R are wide. A valley has a low area between two highlands while the landform R is flat. What do you think is the answer for question number, we're at question number 31. All right, so what is a plain? Guys, think about plains in Jamaica. You have the Ver Plain, you have the Ligani Plain, all right? So is it that a valley has a river while a plain is surrounded by the sea? Guys, think about it. Ligani Plain, it's not surrounded by the sea. Is the valley a smaller size while the plain is larger? I don't think so. Is it that the valley has narrow side while the sides of plains are wide? Is it that a valley has a low area between two highlands while the landform R is flat? Yeah, we know that. So guys, we're not gonna waste time. Question number 31. The answer is D. A lot of persons saying that. Yeah, everybody's saying that. Good job, guys. Good job. Can I please be up? And I say D. All right, Joe Linda Manning, may I leave you up for a while? So you see, you're up. Up, up, up. All right, question number 32. In which of the following area is soil erosion most likely to occur? Flatland with trees, hillside with trees, hillside with crops planted down the slope, hillside with crops planted along the contours. In which of the following area is soil erosion most likely to occur? Question 32. Where will you find soil erosion? Mistake her down. I can't see. Listen, Cherry Davis, see, I put you up now. The question is there, you know, and you know, and I don't need to take her down for you to see. We're reading question 32, sweetie. So, in which of the following area is soil erosion most likely to occur? All right. So, what's your answer for that one? Question 32. Wow, look how many questions we did today. Good job, guys. We're doing great. Says Kamisha is saying, sometimes you're not seeing my messages. True, Kamisha, because these guys are answering a whole quickly. So sometimes I can't see. All right, so in which of the following areas soil erosion most likely to occur, guys? Think about soil erosion. Erosion of the topsoil, guys. Where you'll find that? Flatland with trees, hillside with trees, hillside with crops planted down the slope, hillside with crops planted along the contours. We're only going to do 5 more questions, guys. Counting down, 5 more questions. All right. Soil erosion is most likely to occur where? All right, so the answer for that is D, hillside with crops planted down the slope. All right, so that is hillside with crops, that's C, hillside with crops planted down the slope. All right, guys, you notice something? They give you 2 answers that are close. The one with hillside with crops planted down the slope and hillside with crops planted along the contours. Remember now, contour farming actually is a method to help to reduce soil erosion. So that is not the answer. It's hillside with crops planted down the slope. 32 is actually C. All right, let's look at all right. 1 hour 55 minutes. Oh my God, we're going 2 hours. I don't believe this. All right, I think I'm gonna shut it down here. Question number 33. Which best explains what happens to sediments after they have been eroded? All right, so when sediments are eroded, what happens to them? the sediments will disappear. The sediments will become bigger. The sediments will settle in a new place. The sediments will only be blown in the air. What will happen to sediments after they have been eroded? What's the answer for question 33? The sediments will disappear, become bigger, settle in a new place, only be blown in the air. Guys, we have 240 students remaining on the live, and we have 212 likes. Good job, guys. I'm so happy. Proud of you guys. Thank you. All right. So, which best explain what happens to sediments after they have been eroded? What's the answer for that? Question number 33. That's the last question, guys. I want everybody to answer. 212 answers, responses. Come on. I'm finishing now. Question 33. Put 33 and put the answer, guys. So 33C. Rajan Brown is saying, well, you guys are something else. I'm gonna put up what Rajan Brown saying in Jamaica. I'm gonna see it. You see, you think these students easy? Rajan is saying, don't steal my answer. Rajan, nobody's trying to steal. Rajan, so many persons answer that I sit here. Don't steal my answer. 33C. Plunkett is saying C. Ola is saying C. Devanisha is saying Devasha is saying C. Dacia C. Kadeen C. Shani C. C. Camelia Burton C. C. Trevor, you have to spell it with A. The sediments won't disappear, Trevor. Come on, man. C. All right. So sediments. All right. What will happen when sediments have been eroded? That means them wash away in the rain or them blow away in the wind. Come on. What will happen? What will happen to the sediments? All right. The answer is they settle in a new place. They settle in a new place. That is the answer for question number 33. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Goodbye. Over and out.